Racing to Win is the show and fighting winners is our go. I'm Brett Davis alongside of Tom Wood and Paul Lally, and welcome to a big edition of Racing to Win. We've got plenty to get through on tonight's edition. Plenty to look at racing around the world-wise on race day. But firstly, as we head into our preview for Sha Tin, we've got a new apprentice who's arrived back in Hong Kong from New Zealand and then South Australia. Alfred Chan, as I welcome you, Tom.
He has arrived from there. He spent some time with Alan Sharrock over in New Zealand. He spent time riding winners there in Adelaide, and I think he had a bit of a sailing background before he kicked off his riding career. He saw an ad and decided to go for it, and here he is making his debut tomorrow. He's got a live chance as well with King Opie down there on 107 pounds.
Yeah, I think best effort might be a little chance for him in one of the earlier races as well for Casper. It's going to be a great day for him, no doubt. There'll be a few nerves as well, Paul, as he heads to the track.
Yeah, definitely there will be, and look, yeah, first time here. He's had plenty of schooling though. He's had some trials, and he's also had some pretty good, a lot of track work as well. So just the one jackpot as well today, 1.4 million, and the triple trio should get out to about 3 million.
And another big race coming through from Japan as well in the card, Tom.
Yes, that's coming up around 2:40, I think, here in Hong Kong, and there's about 5 or 6 runners that either hold nominations for the FWD QE2 Cup or the Champions Mile. So we should get a line on what comes out of that Japan race. We've certainly got a good line on potentially runners that might come across from the sprint race.
We did, that's for sure. Yeah, the winner was certainly one that potentially could head to Hong Kong. Let's get straight into the information for the 10-race card. And with that Japanese race wedged in, that'll be between 4 and 5. S2 is the code, S21. Of course, we covered Dubai Saturday evening. The withdrawals, Royal Mojito's out of the third. Out of the fourth, Keen, Feifei and Spirit Patch. There are still a lot of newcomers on show, but those two have been withdrawn. Smiling Pride out of the 10th, replaced by World Famous. And Matthew Poon will take the ride. So you're up to date there with the scratchings. All races on the turf, A+3, and it's meeting 59. There was some talk about rain possibly being on the cards, but that has dissipated. It's meant to be a sunny day and a good track. Here's the first. It's not an overly deep Class 4. The Castle Peak Bay, Demons Rock, Charity Dream, Irish Vegas, Super 18, Duke Wife, Fairy Floss, as is Marvellous World and Red Brick Fighter on debut. Solar Billions had the 1 start. Lariz has come up the early favourite, Jimson the Dragon and Majestic Endeavour. So a field of 12 to battle in the first. Horses that have been at Chunfa, Charity Dream and also Jimson the Dragon. Now, the speed map a little bit tricky here with the newcomers, Tom.
Yeah, in Marvellous World, he has shown it a bit of pace in his recent trials. Zach Purton has been on board when he has trialled, but Martin Harley jumps on board here, does Martin on Marvellous World. So I think with his gate speed he's shown at the trials, he could potentially get forward. Red Brick Friday is another one that's shown a little bit of speed in recent trials. Lariz has raced up near the pace, and Charity Dream with the Super 18, they could be the runners that get caught wide, Paul.
Marvellous World, now he's had 4 trials, Martin Harley aboard. Jack Burton's done a lot of the work on this horse, but of course he's in Dubai, so he won't be back for race number 1. So Martin Harley will pick up the mount. He did gallop him here, £1,052 for him. Here is Redback Fighter, another one of the first starters. Barrier number 1 for him. He's had 3 trials, £1,126. He's the one closest to us, is Redback Fighter. He's running with Gorgeous again. He's running later in the card as well. And here's Lariz, the current favourite. He's going nice enough here. Matthew Poon aboard. Even sectionals for him as he comes down. The horse is under strangleholds as well. He looks good and he travels nicely as well here this morning.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Paul, of course, Joe Moreira and Zach Purton both rode in Dubai, so they won't take up their commitments until race 3 and onwards. Let's start with Lariz. He's often trialled well in the morning. I think he's getting better with his efforts on race day. And as I said when we looked at the race card, I didn't think there was a great deal of depth here.
Yeah, there isn't. Look, he'll get his opportunity for sure, but he's going to come up quite short for a horse who's only had the 3 starts. He did run 4th here. It's probably one of the best exposed form that we've seen from this first, rather than the first starters. So he'll definitely get his chance.
Yeah, I think he will. He was only headed at the 150 last time out. He actually won a trial prior to this race where he did run 4th, but on what we've probably seen of him, yes, he has improved, but I don't think he's a world beater.
No. All right, let's move to a Charity Dream, who's had 2 runs on the all-weather so far. They've both been average. He's been doing a lot of his preparation up at Chunfa.
Yeah, this trial was okay from him. He's had 2 runs so far where he's run 12 out of 12 in both of them. Jack Wong jumps on claiming the £3 for Chris, so he is drawn a little bit wide. He had blood in the trachea last time out. You can see the rider on this occasion just pushing him out towards the line, and then he's just sort of eased up over the concluding stages. These runners down the outside do swamp him, and saying that he was pushed along a little bit towards the line, just collared late. Be interesting to see what he does back after that blood in the trachea issue.
Has he caught your eye in the morning at all, Paul?
No.
No?
No.
Happy to let him go.
Yep.
Marvellous World, one of the newcomers. I tend to think he doesn't have to be overly strong to win this.
No, definitely. The first starters will definitely get their opportunity. It's not a strong race. £1,052, as we mentioned. And he's won a trial already, this horse. This is when he ran 5th. Marvellous World, and he hit the line nice enough.
He won a trial in New Zealand as well at Titeka. He was with Alex Oliveira, and there have been winners and place getters come through that trial where he did win by a length and a half.
Yeah, hardly tested at all down there on the rail, so I thought that was quite a nice trial. And Red Brick Fighter, a 3-year-old colt by Artie Schiller.
He stayed on okay, I thought, in this recent trial. He's got the tongue tie on for the first time. He's got Gate 1, Danny Shum, Chad Schofield. He's related to a Group 1 place getter, a Group 2 winner who was here with John Moore. Kibayan, I think, was the name.
Oh, yeah.
So related to Kibayan. So a little bit of breeding there on the pedigree side.
Kibayan means friends in the Philippines. There you go.
Right.
Learned something today.
Yeah.
You do.
That's right. I was trying to think who he was, but I remember him now. Sort of yellow and reddy colours.
January Cup ladies' purse.
Yep, remember him now?
Yep.
Yep, all right. Paul's Tagalo's still intact. Let's get the tips in the first.
I'm going to go with one of the first starters, and I'm going to go one paying one of the bigger prices here, Fairy Floss. Now, he's had a couple of trials to get him ready. He has won one. That was over 800 metres, £1,045, and did win a nice trial before he got here. So, in a not overly strong race, I thought he would take a chance with him, make him the long shot for the meeting. Marvellous World, the other first starter, he's definitely going to get his opportunity. And of the exposed for Mariz and Jimson the Dragon, but happy to take a chance each way with Fairy Floss the Great.
It's a race that doesn't bat deep this first on the program. I'll go with 10 Lariz, but I don't think we'd want anything shorter than 290, which is on offer for Lariz at the moment. 7 Marvellous World, his trials have looked good. Jimson the Dragon had the trail, good run I thought last time out. He was a little bit flat the last 150 or so. I'll throw in Demons Rock, who gets into Class 4 for the second time. Vincent Ho from a wide stall. Of course, Vincent had 3 winners on Wednesday night at the Valley. 10, 7, 11 and 1.
He's going well, isn't he, Vincent? I'm going to take a chance with the newcomer Marvellous World in the first.